Be sure to tune into the Paintball Access webcast of the PSP in 2014 and watch the world's best teams fight against each other in the most competitive league on earth. Make sure to check out paintballaccess.com for news, interviews, podcasts, PSP Pro stats, and fantasy paintball. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It's a crucial year for the best team ever to play the game. With 55 tournament wins over the past 12 years, San Diego Dynasty is simply the most successful team in paintball. But 2012 was not their year. This season brings a few significant roster changes as they picked up Kyle Spica and Brandon Short from the LA Ironman, as well as Tyler Harmon from Excessive. Brandon Short had been on fire in practice leading up to the event but broke his hand and will be out for 6 to 10 weeks. Dynasty needs a solid front player on that snake side, and both Spica and Harmon can fill that hole. They still have a deep roster filled with all-stars. Oliver Lang, Yosh Rao, and Alex Frazee are literally living legends, players who helped invent aggressive paintball. And Ryan Greenspan is coming off one of his best years ever and is on every coach's shortlist as one of the best players of 2012. Dynasty is very motivated to get back to the top tier of the league this season. LA Infamous was one of only 3 teams who won an event in 2012, and they have most of their starting team returning for this season. Their brash style and attacking mentality has made them a very hard game for everyone in the league. The only player they lost was standout star Greg Sewers, who signed with Impact for this season. It's a big loss, as Greg was a dominant force on the Dorito side. Chicago Finals MVP Brad McCurley's knee is still a question, as is Zach Patient's surgically repaired shoulder. But they have Nicky Cuba, one of the most clutch players of the past 10 years, all-around weapon Damian Ryan, snake specialist Drew Templeton, and the versatile Bobby Avila still ready to roll. Infamous is still one of the top 5 teams in the world, and as long as they stay healthy and hungry, they should be a force in 2013.
And we're back right now. Nicky Cuba, LA Infamous on the field. Nicky Cuba producing for LA Infamous this weekend, going to town. Now, I'm telling you, Todd, this is a great matchup right now. LA Infamous against San Diego Dynasty. I mean, who's going to come out? Infamous is renowned. You're coached Infamous, and you know how it is. Some guys, sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
Well, the thing is right now is that Dynasty does a good job on this field of getting to spots and locking the field up. If they're shooting people on the break, they know where they need to be to attack. They're attacking the way that they should be according to this layout. Infamous has been doing a good job of just being gritty and hungry and fighting when their back's up against the wall. And this is the type of game right here where a guy like Nicky Cuba wants to be right in the front, in the mix, doing work. He's a brawler. Everybody on Infamous is a brawler. This is what they want. They want to come out here and prove that they deserve to be in the finals, just like we did all year last year.
And you say that everybody's a brawler. However, who brawls at the same time? Everybody's getting, right there on the break, taking out 2 Dynasty players. You can see him walking off right there. So 5 on 3 right now. Damien also taking a walk. Let's go down the field and Lauren. I'll talk to Infamous real quick.
Hey guys, I'm standing down on the sidelines with Brad McCurley from Infamous. You guys got the bye, so you must be coming in today feeling pretty good.
Oh, most definitely. We get a chance to get out here and scout the teams before we have to play them, and we know exactly what they're going to do and exactly what we got to do to shut them down.
All right, so you scouted Dynasty before playing them. What is it that you guys have to do to shut them down?
We noticed that they were pushing those Doritos pretty hard, and we're pretty content slow playing the snake side, so we're set up to shoot that, and we're going to look to expose their snake side.
All right, we'll see if Infamous can take it all the way. Back to you, Maddie.
Yeah, so, man, I love watching Dynasty play, and I love watching Infamous play. I got friends on all those teams and such solid competitors. Let's see what Nicky Cuba brings to, look at this, Oliver Lang immediately not immediately, but Nicky Cuba stepping up right away, Todd.
Yeah, Nicky Cuba getting some kills right away. 2 bodies up. Ryan Greenspan now comes into the back of Snake 1, and AJ Trillett sees no guns on him. He makes the move. He comes into Snake 2. And AJ Trillett really going to need to step up for LA Infamous over here. Between he and Kevin Rudolph, they need to come over here and make a big impact on the Snake side of the field. They can't let Ryan Greenspan, who has been working this Snake furiously for Dynasty, game in and game out,
Yeah, Ryan,
with or without help.
I'll tell you what, man. Ryan Greenspan is a consummate paintball professional. He teaches clinics all over the world.
Ooh, and Kevin just grilled up Glenn Takamoto right in the face from that stand-up cam.
Talking about Ryan Greenspan, he's going to need to step up right now, and that's been the story for Ryan Greenspan all last season, is stepping up when Dynasty needed it. Let's see if he can get it done right here. And that's just him over here on the snake side of the field. Right now you're looking at, there's Nicky Cuba. Here comes Greenspan. Oh, Greenspan chops up AJ Trillett, though. If he got caught, though, I don't know, the referee Ryan plays the gray sometimes, and because he's always he's in the most pressure situations that you can find. There he finally gets taken out.
But still, man, that was a great shot by Ryan Greenspan. I mean, his field awareness is amazing.
Yeah. And look at Nicky Cuba just one-handing it in the back corner bunker, grabbing that flag. And so Ryan Greenspan needs some help over here. That's what he needs. Ryan Greenspan, he needs to go back in the pits and be like, look, I'm giving it everything I got over here. I need some production out of you guys. We're in the semifinals. We're trying to make things happen here. We're going to be right back after this. All right, so story of this game so far, again, Nicky Cuba and LA Infamous just grabbing hold of that spirit and displaying it for us to see, man. It's Skeleton Crew, the bones are strong in there, like we said yesterday. Let's check out this replay here on the run-through.
That's why you run with your gun up, ladies and gentlemen, children.
And Ryan teaches this in his clinics, too. We've all taught clinics. That's one of the big things. You run with your gun up because if you're going to take the guy out, Ryan Greenspan was able to just come right out, smoke A.J. Trillett down, and get right back and stay clean because Trillett wasn't able to get his gun up at times.
And he's so calm. Like you said, you called that earlier, Matty. He's so calm. He does his job. And Ryan every little kid, he was always that way, man. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, the cool thing about that, I remember in practice when I was on the Ironman, and little Ryan Greenspan was, I think, 16 years old at the time, and he was just running up, putting guys in, blocking people out, just making it look effortless at that young age. And we knew then and there that he was going to be one of the greatest.
Oh, and Alex Frage gets shot in the leg on the break. Ryan Greenspan came out, and for some reason, I didn't really see why. He doubled up with that back Dorito one with Blake Yarber. Infamous, they keep all 5 bodies alive on the break, but then I believe A.J. Trillett gets shot out of that first temple, so he's walking off right now. Drew Templeton attacking the Dorito side hard, wrapping the outside, comes straight into the 50. He's wrapping, he shoots Tyler Harmon out. Yosh Rao gets shot out in the back. Ryan Greenspan gets shot in the back. Drew Templeton, I believe, is going off right now. Brad McCurley got out to the snake corner and just started rapping, shot Alex Frage right away, and then he shot Tyler Harmon.
And Todd, man, this is what, if you're an Infamous fan, that's what you want to see. Now, Nicky Cuba had a day yesterday. Brad McCurley getting the spins with the Skeleton Crew from Infamous and getting production. That's what you want to see out of Infamous. They're 2-0 against Dynasty right now. We're going to be right back.
Won everything there is to win. And finally, a cleat that can keep up. So now, it's time to shred.
Hey guys, Nick Stoic here from Houston Heat. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the leading competitors, but with a true 200 round capacity, it definitely holds more paint. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
Man, what does Dynasty have in the tank right here, guys? Dynasty backs against the wall. They're down 2-0 right now. However, might as well be a million minutes left. There's 16 minutes left. Tons of time for them to come back. but they need to start to get production. Infamous is just better at paintball than them right this second.
Well, here's the thing. It's like Todd has coached Infamous, right? And he played for Dynasty. So you can tell us what's going on. Look at the breakout right here. 5 seconds left. Here's Infamous coming out 2-0 on Dynasty.
Well, Infamous is really doing a good job of shooting on the break. I think they just shot Glenn Takamoto on the break. Referee going over there to check. May have bounced. It bounced, but they did get one in on Oliver Lang on the break. I'm telling you, what Infamous is doing best right now? Shooting Oliver Lang on the break.
Yeah.
Because he is a guy that's been doing damage. And there goes Drew Templeton to the 50 Dorito again. Laces up Dalton Vanderbilt, who plays on and gets a major penalty. So Dalton Vanderbilt gets Glenn Takamoto pulled.
Things not looking good for Dynasty right now as Oliver Lang, 0 confirmed kills. He's getting eaten up off the break. Dalton Vanderbilt plays on, gets that penalty, major penalty. So it's just Kyle Spica and Ryan Greenspan left alive here on this Snake side. You're looking at AJ Trillett from LA Infamous on your screen right now, and he's got a back player right behind him. No, I'm sorry, that's Kyle Spica on Dynasty side of the field, and he's wheeling, dealing, trying to make something happen. Not his preferred spot. Normally he's, on his stomach playing in the Snake.
Yes, and Ryan Greenspan over here again in Snake 2, down bodies, looking to try and save games for his team. AJ Trillett putting the pressure on hard right now. Kyle Spica takes one in the goggles. I think it was from Nicky Cuba across the field, possibly Callie Kevin. And Ryan Greenspan's looking at 3 Infamous players right now, and he's going to wear it. 3-point lead and 112 still on the major penalty for Dynasty. Down 3 points. The dreaded 3-point spread.
Oh, that is that.
That everybody loves to talk about.
Well, because the stats are so ridiculous.
Stats don't lie.
Yeah, stats don't lie. It's about 92% of the time that if you go down 3, you lose the game. So backs completely against the wall for Dynasty. They need to get it up. We're going to see if they can do it. 3-0 is the score. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
Like to send a special shout out to Prime Link Sports and Prime Link Online. Prime Links Corporation comprised of sporting professionals and enthusiasts joined together with solid business professionalism and the very best product manufacturers, service organizations, and they are the largest international stocking distributor of paintball products. And if you're looking to build or grow a business in paintball or be a store, field, or team, Prime Link, the very best place you can start. They're committed to providing comprehensive range of paintball equipment and resources to get your business to succeed anywhere in the world. Shout out to Tony Perez. Go to Prime Link Online. Can't wait to get down to South America with Tony Perez, man. He's a king down there. And
he is a king. And honestly, I'm very proud of Tony Perez. He's done a lot for himself. Look at the breakout.
Really good for the sport down there.
Look at the breakout. Damian Ryan in the middle of the field right now for Infamous. They got to get some. Those guys are just wrecking shop. 3-0. Damian locking down the Dorito side of the field, as you see across right there, Maddie.
Yeah, well, Infamous, looking at their body language, they just look so confident, so composed in their bunkers, making crisp moves with fluidity and composure. They look like they want to win a tournament.
As much as we talked about these guys and, all the losses they took, this is a solid team right here. Just on Nicky Cuba, Damian Ryan, Brad McCurley, Drew Templeton, Callie Rudolph. I mean, we don't even have Bobby Aviles here right now. And Infamous is showing that they want to play. This team has heart and they have talent.
Well, it's a testament. We talked about this earlier on in the tournament about who's playing well, who's not. This is a fight out here. Yeah, it's a sport, but ultimately it's a fight, and you have to treat it as such. And you're looking at the way Nicky Cuba, Damian Ryan, and even though Callie catches one out of his bunker right there, Drew Templeton, these guys, they know that the 5 of those guys alone could play every point and win an event if they decided to make that happen, and that's what they're doing right here. Let's see if Dynasty can get back in the game. Ryan Greenspan running through the center, blows apart. Ryan Greenspan's on fire right now. He played great last year, and he hasn't even lost a step. If anything, he's gained one, and he destroys Nicky Cuba. Count it, 3 kills for Ryan Greenspan, who's, I'll tell you what, if I was Ryan Greenspan, I'd go in there and be like, I'd just drop my gun and be like, here's the deal, I'm sitting the next point, and if I don't see the rest of you guys play to your potential, I'm going to quit because I'm the only one doing anything right now, and I'm going to need something out of the rest of you, Oliver, Yosh, Alex. Yosh stayed alive, and he's got a kill, but if you look at the kills right now, Delton Vanderbilt's got 1 kill. Yosh 1, Glenn Takamoto 1. Ryan Greenspan has 6 confirmed kills and is lighting this field on fire when he gets spins.
He got 4 just that last game. Good job burning off the penalty by San Diego Dynasty. 3-1 game. We'll be right back after this.
Ryan Greenspan stepping up to keep his team in this semifinal matchup. What's at stake is the winner of this game will advance into the finals to take on Tampa Bay Damage, who bested Edmonton Impact in the last matchup. That will be taking place later on this afternoon after all the divisional finals. Let's check out this replay, and that's Ryan Greenspan just completely destroying single-handedly Infamous. Look at this, Nicky Cuba about to wear a little 3 or 4 in his chest, and Ryan, too much Ryan Greenspan for Infamous at that point. Look at that, just so crispy clean, all the way on the run through, doesn't even miss a beat. Perfect form, gunned up, zoned in, takes out Nicky, and didn't even get touched. Completely untouched. Again, this game brought to you by Prime Link. Man, wow, that was, Ryan's impressive sometimes.
Yeah, oftentimes.
Oftentimes, yeah.
Yeah, but, Infamous really did a good job of shooting people on the break those first 3 games. The question here right now is, can Infamous continue to shoot people on the break? Dynasty's back at full strength. And just a bunch of goose eggs on the kill count for San Diego Dynasty. Alex Frage was 0, Tyler Harmon was 0, Oliver Lang was 0. Ryan Greenspan got 4 just that last game. As Brad McCurley gets shot on the break, AJ Trillett, the lone man over here. Dynasty now with the body advantage on the break. Oliver Lang shooting Brad McCurley, and Nicky Cuba taking an early exit. So a 5-on-3 game right here, right now. LA Infamous kind of on their heels, but AJ Trillett gets into that snake too. Let's see if he can play it kind of like Ryan does.
It's 3-1 right now, and LA is up, but right now there's 3-on-2. I'm sorry, 5-on-3. LA is still in the driver's seat because they have all the good spots.
Yeah, Alex Frage playing the back of that snake one.
And I see Dame taking the walk right there. Blake Yarborough. I feel bad because that was an uncharacteristic for him. He just got caught in the across the field. And there you go, half painted. Look, you can't beat that. These guys, camera guys, are in the fix. That's AJ Trillett in the snake right now. That's Yosh Rao, one of the most consistent players on the Dynasty squad, Matty.
Yeah, man. Yosh is one of those guys you can always count on to shoot guys off the break and play clutch ball towards, anytime they're down bodies and doing, and right now Yosh Rao making moves up that Dorito side. Blake Yarber getting some kills out there, and Oliver Lang getting a kill off the break too, so starting to contribute, and Alex Frage in the snake for them. Alex Frage played some great counterpunch paintball, and even though they had a lack of a dominant Snake 1 presence at the beginning of last year, so, but he's a competitor.
Yeah, on your screen. Yosh Rao is definitely a competitor. Yosh Rao, Ryan Greenspan, actually Oliver Lang, everybody, Alex Frage, they have so much heart, and they want to win. That's all they care about.
Oh, here comes Alex Frage.
Oh, down this.
Alex Frage going to trade out with AJ Trillett. Just one body left alive. It's Drew Templeton and Yosh Rao Wisely going to go trade out with him. So Oliver Lang can go hang this flag. So Oliver Lang making a difference, being alive on the break. He shot Brad McCurley, Blake Yarber shot Damian Ryan and Nicky Cuba getting in this game over here. So 3-2 ball game, 11 minutes left to go. It just got interesting. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey guys, Nick Stoyak here from Houston Heat. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the leading competitors, but with a true 200 round capacity, definitely holds more paint. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
So here we go. We have ourselves a game. After 3 unanswered points by Los Angeles Infamous, Ryan Greenspan stepped up to win a point for Dynasty to make it 3-1, and then a combined team effort to put another point on the board, and it's now 3-2 with 11 minutes and 3 seconds remaining, and we got ourselves a game.
Absolutely. I love games like this. See, 2 top-level pro teams. This is a finals game, Maddie. I mean, regardless of semis, quarters, I don't care what it is.
Hey, man, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's going to be finals games all day long, or finals caliber games, but let's go and listen in Lauren Kelly on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I'm in the Dynasty pit here with Tyler Harmon. Tyler, Infamous had a 3-point lead there for a second, but what did you guys change up to almost match it up here?
Well, we started shooting some people off the break, and we're getting in the spots and holding our lanes and getting those kills off the break, which is really helping us now.
Awesome. What do you think the most important thing? Infamous is super aggressive, so what's the most important thing for you guys to do to tie it up?
Yeah, they're really aggressive down the Dorito side. We're going to have to contain them and hopefully get some G's off the break to make sure that we can stay in control of the game.
All right, we'll see how they do in this next point.
Thank you very much.
3-2 right now in favor of Infamous. San Diego Dynasty losing one on the break. I think that's Oliver Lang taking the walk out of the middle, Todd.
Yes, I mean, LA Infamous has shot Oliver Lang on the break 3 times. The one time they didn't shoot him, he did work. So Infamous right now in the snake, Callie Kevin Rudolph.
Well, they're in the snake, but check it out. Their back player on the snake side back behind them, and then also the 3 players, but they don't have any penetration. Look at this. No penetration on the Dorito side or in that center of the field, Todd.
Yeah, but Ryan Greenspan, again, back into the back of Snake 1, and that's where he has been so dangerous, but he's got his fist inside of his loader right now. He looks like he's got some problems trying to sort those out. LA Infamous all up with their guns up, guns rolling. Brad McCurley in the snake corner. That's Kevin Rudolph on your screen right now. Just pounding his gun across the field, trying to keep Dynasty from making moves up the Dorito side.
Well, I mean, you're Infamous right now. 3-2 in favor of yourself. What are you doing right now, Todd? If you're Kelly, are you just going to sit there and just kind of control the field, or what are you going to do?
You stay alive. What you can't do is give a body up. If you're Callie Kevin, you cannot die and let Ryan Greenspan have that entire snake to himself. That's how entire teams, cities, countries, nations fall. You let Ryan Greenspan in the snake by himself.
Nations fall. And as you see on your screen right there, making the move, Callie Rudolph making the move to snake 3 on the field, and Ryan Greenspan on the right side of your screen listening to the coach on the sidelines.
And Callie Kevin turns the corner, gets into snake 3 to get a better shot. The farthest player up on the Dorito side of the field for San Diego Dynasty is Dalton Vanderbilt, and he is still in snake Dorito 1. So Kevin now has a little bit more freedom to get up into that next spot and really pinch him out.
Well, Infamous in the driver's seat because they have better field position and 5 players left alive. But also, again, looking at that kill count, a lot of people contributing on LA Infamous. McCurley's 3, Templeton 4, Damian Ryan 2, Cuba 3, Rudolph 2. All the way in full team effort from the guys on Infamous. You can tell they really want to win this. Now, not that obviously Dynasty, they played great to get here, but just right now, not a lot of execution from everyone on Dynasty. And it's, you know, if it wasn't for Ryan Greenspan, they wouldn't be in this match right now. So,
yeah, and you know what we've seen about teams that have been able to lock this field down? the teams that are able to second out or get out on the break to the snake quarter, I feel like have had such an advantage because you own the wire and you can stand up and control it a lot better than if you're just in those two temples. So by having Brad McCurley there with Damian Ryan in that first temple, he's a liver. Damian Ryan, he is the Kentucky left-handed, over-the-top, contortionist, switch every which way and shoot people with the Kentucky left-handed rap move type individual. And he's going to be in there. Nicky Cuba, same thing. Cali Kevin is now just posted down the wire. He's not going to let Ryan Greenspan come out. Going to trust his teammates behind him to do the job.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is they've been sending Dynasty sending Kyle Spica to the back corner bunker to back up Greenspan, which is a complete reversal of roles from what we normally see. But Spica, not a lot of kills, but he's doing a good job of helping Greenspan get whatever he needs to make it happen up there and be safe.
Well, it's a tough bunker to make, and Spica is definitely faster than Ryan Greenspan.
And smaller.
So he's a tougher target to get out of there.
Yeah, but with that said, Maddie, you designed this film. You kind of molded this field for plays like this, and it makes players adapt. And this is a prime example of adaptation.
Well, this field is very playable. It also can go very aggressive, but now that these guys have started to learn the field real well, and we're into the higher level of competition, and guys are stepping up on different sides, is that you're going to start to see things slow down a little bit depending on the breakout and the situations that present themselves. And right now, this is a very important point because obviously for Dynasty and for Infamous, just under 7 minutes remaining. Oh, and look at that. It looks like Drew Templeton, the kill leader for Los Angeles Infamous right now with 4 confirmed kills in this game. He walks off early, so the 4 bodies for each team right now.
Now, with that said, do you think that transpiring into the finals, is it going to slow the game down, or are you expecting a bloodbath, Maddie?
It's tough to tell.
It all depends who's going to go, huh?
Well, it's tough to tell. It depends on the breaks, like whose shots are on the break. You know, how many players you shoot off the break really dictates how fast points go. Looking at the D side cam right now, there's Dalton Vanderbilt, number 24, and almost went to Impact as well, but Dynasty able to retain his talents, and you know he's been a solid player for them for a couple years now.
Now, Todd, if you're Infamous right now, there's like 5 minutes left. Are you going to sit back and just chill out, or what are you going to do?
Well, there's no need to force anything. You know, Dynasty has to come. But, I mean, there's not really much that you can do to try and force the issue. You know, Kyle Spica, he's out of paint, so he gets out of that corner to try and come help Ryan Greenspan. Ryan Greenspan just focused on the Dorito side of the field.
Watch the highway move.
Oh, and Kyle Spica comes back to the corner to back up Ryan Greenspan again.
Really technical point right now as things are starting, or as the time is starting to tick down. Just about 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. Both teams at 4 strong.
And Ryan Greenspan looking for this move in the middle. I'm telling you, he's looking for the highway move. But right there, number 13 in the back corner, Brad McCurley, who is very unusual. He doesn't spend much time in the back corner.
Well, look at this. The highway is this move right down here, inside part of the snake. And you see that McCurley right now, since he's looking out and looking down the wire trying to catch Ryan Greenspan, he can't pick up on that highway move. So we've seen that be effective here at this event in a couple games.
Yeah, but what you can't see is that Brad McCurley has Rich Telford on the sidelines about 10 feet away from him, communicating with him, just as Ryan Greenspan does as well. Ryan Greenspan has his coaches on the sideline. That's how he was able to pick up A.J. Trillett coming to bunker him last game. So Kevin Rudolph, everybody's got help. When a game gets stale like this, all the coaches really start talking to the players. Players start listening, see what they can pick up, and everybody's just waiting for the move to come. A lot of time ticked off.
Does Greenspan have any paint left?
I don't think anybody has any paint left. That's
good point, Chris.
Well, except for Zach Wake does.
Dumb question.
Bump. Too soon? Too soon? Hash mark? Too soon? Anyway, so no, I think it's getting to the point in the game where you got to pick your shots wisely, Maddie. And I think Infamous is fine just chilling where they are. 3 minutes left in this game. Well, 3:55 left in the game.
I mean, if he keeps going like this could be the last point, or maybe we'll see something chaotic at the end, tie it up, and head to a shootout.
And look at Kyle Spica picking up paint off the ground.
And that's the last thing. If I'm Ryan Greenspan, that's the last thing I want my back players to be doing is picking up paint off the ground.
Yeah. I mean, this is why you love a back player like Travis Lemansky when you have him back there.
17
because he's got
pods.
Yeah, he's got paint to spare. He's not going to run out of paint.
Now, what happens, though, in case you guys are just watching high-level tournament paintball for the first time, yeah, okay, these guys are to paint, and all of a sudden, slowly but surely as the time ticks down, then guys start launching, and things go from being really technical to incredibly aggressive all in the drop of a hat. But that's why paintball is so unique. In paintball, you're playing offense and defense at the same time. There is no offense, there's no defense. It's this mix mash of those styles all put together, totally based on the situation.
Especially with two aggressive teams like this, Maddie. You said it perfectly. You can be so calm, and in the perfect storm, you got a minute left, I guarantee it's going to be chaos.
Well, and if Dynasty ties it up, we will go to a shootout. The best 5 players will take the field 1 by 1, and they will play one-on-ones until one team scores more than 2 points.
Well,
so
that's if Dynasty ties it up right here. It's 3-2 right now.
Ryan Greenspan, I don't think he was able to trade out. No, he wasn't able to do it. So trying to attack, and Spica takes the snake one right off of that. Players clean. Ooh, so Ryan Greenspan not able to trade out. Anytime you make a move like that, you want to trade out. And then also Dalton Vanderbilt dies out of his bunker, and then that spot is immediately taken by Glenn Takamoto. So only 2 players left alive, and at this point, you might want to blow the horn if you're San Diego Dynasty.
I agree with that totally, 100%, Maddie. Because right now, if you're San Diego Dynasty, you need to conserve the time.
Concede the point.
Exactly. Concede the point. If you go down by 2 points, you still have 2 minutes to get 1 point.
And here comes Nikki Cuba, who's gonna.
And here comes the horn. Watch.
So Nikki Cuba looks like Glenn Takamoto gets run down by Nikki Cuba, and now 3 players left alive on 1. They've got to blow this horn. They've got to. Rusty Glaze needs to blow the horn. There he goes, finally blowing the horn.
Now. Blowing the horn, conceding the point. Point goes to Infamous, 4-2 right now.
And Infamous now sitting a little bit better, going to be a little bit more comfortable, but man, these breakouts are crazy. 1:53 left to go in a 4-2 ball game. We will be right back after these messages.
ANSgear.com has the world's largest inventory of paintball equipment, including guns, masks, loaders, paintballs, tanks, and clothing. With free shipping on all orders over $100. Shop now at ANSgear.com.
So here we go, and the story of this game so far is that Los Angeles Infamous just slightly better than San Diego Dynasty right now. Ryan Greenspan's been stepping up. Todd, what do you think the story of this is as we watch this replay here from that last point?
Well, you're going to check out this replay. Here's Ryan Greenspan. He comes up. He's got to put Brad McCurley in, and he goes, he dives. I don't think Ryan Greenspan ever put a ball on Cali Kevin because Kevin was waiting, and here came Ryan. He tried to shoot him on the dive, but maybe didn't shoot him, got picked up across the field and tried to reach for it, and maybe just didn't get it, because if Ryan had shot Kevin and Kevin got wiped off, then that would have been a major penalty. But because Cali Kevin had no hit on him, then that means that Ryan Greenspan is shot, he gets pulled, he walks off. But Maddie, honestly, I really feel like the difference in this game has been Infamous's ability to shoot Oliver Lang on the break. Because besides Ryan Greenspan, Oliver Lang was really the other guy on that team that was really making moves. And when you got a guy like Ryan playing his best and Oliver playing his best, then all the other guys start to shine.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Oliver Lang, this middle of the field, Maddie. Like that's Oliver Central. Like he is renowned for going at the middle of the field like that. I mean, he's smoked myself many times.
Well, the tough thing at this level of play is that Infamous knows exactly how Dynasty plays. They've played these guys a ton of times. They practice against them. I mean, they've had, there's a lot of knowledge about these squads interlinked here over the years. And yeah, it makes complete sense. They know probably at least kind of where Oliver's going to go because they've watched and scouted all the games. And you're absolutely right, Todd. Having Oliver Lane come off early that many times is definitely going to hurt Dynasty.
And Tyler Harmon up in the middle, split screen. That is on your right. San Diego Dynasty on your left is Infamous. Right there in the middle, that the Crystal Soya bunker, as Todd calls it. I love that. That is Tyler Harmon getting up there. Oh no! Here comes a penalty on the far side of the field.
That's it, man.
That's gonna seal the deal.
That was the death knell tolling.
The death flag.
Yeah, for San Diego Dynasty's chances here at this event.
Oh, but Infamous bodies dropping all over the place right now. AJ Trillett, Nicky Cuba, Damian Ryan.
Well,
yeah, Callie Kevin and Drew Templeton
Dynasty
here.
still, but do they have enough time? I mean, if you're Dynasty, but Greenspan catches one. Looks like Tyler
Catches
might
two.
have caught one. See, Tyler catches one. The problem is, and it's, you know who it is? Kevin Callie Rudolph gets ran down by Kyle Spica.
Oh, major penalty right there flown.
No, it was on Kevin Callie Rudolph.
On Callie Rudolph.
Yeah, but what Spica went, did he think he got shot? He was just kind of lollygagging there, and then last second goes and runs and grab it.
As we talked about, 90-second rule, right? Is there a 90-second rule? Major penalty thrown. It's 90-second rule. Is that still I think, you know what? So here's the rule that used to be. I'm not sure if it's still in place or not. If there's a major penalty thrown under 90 seconds of the game, it is a swing point and it goes right to the other team, which means that Dynasty is going to go up 4-3, and there's still going to be 52 seconds left in the clock with a major penalty on Infamous.
Let's check out the replay here. There is Kevin Callie Rudolph, and he spins around and catches one.
And that's going to be a major. Kevin, he sees it coming, or he hears it coming, and he
pack,
pops up, gets
right
one
there,
in the hip.
Yeah, that's a major penalty. Out here, that's a major penalty. I mean, yeah, it's a bang play, but he did catch one in the side, and then kept continuing to roll his gun, and you're going to get that out here 10 times out of 10.
So what I think it is 90 seconds at the end of the game. If you get a major penalty, it's an automatic swing point, which goes to the other team, which makes it 4-3 in favor of Infamous. But there's still going to be 52 seconds left on the game. So
well, the referees are having a conference out there on the field to figure it out. We'll be right back after this. So we are back here.
Madness.
Yeah, complete and total madness in that last point. But wow, so with 57 seconds left, it looks like we got ourselves some like we still have a game. We still have a game. It looked like it was going to be over for Dynasty, but then all of a sudden Infamous just drops the ball. A bunch of guys getting shot out of there, and awesome job by Kyle Spick. It looks like we have Lauren on the sidelines with Infamous. Let's listen in.
Hey guys, here in the Infamous pit with Chris Sosine. Now, you guys have 57 seconds on the clock. Dynasty does have a chance to tie this up. Are you just going to try to hold them off to run out the time?
Yeah, we're going to try and get to our spots on the break and then just basically hold it down for the remainder minute.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see if they can hold them off. Back to you, Maddie.
Off the break, Maddie. Infamous losing another player, so they're down to 3 players right there on your screen.
And they lose Nicky Cuba, and then Damian Ryan's going to have to try to hold off the onslaught. Here comes the push from Dynasty. We may see a tie game here.
Wow, Damian Ryan taking the walk.
I tell you what, hey, I spoke too soon, Chris, because here comes Dynasty, and they're going to tie it up. But, man, Infamous completely dropping the ball here at the end of this match. Callie Rudolph gets a major penalty, and a bunch of guys die out of their bunkers. And then here comes Dynasty refusing to go quietly. Nice job by Kyle Spica, Tyler Harmon, Ryan Greenspan, and the rest of the boys from Dynasty stepping it up and tying against game. Let's look into Infamous pits here. Let's listen in.
This is why these teams are the top pro players.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Dynasty, it's funny, we were just saying how that's it, the death knell sounding, but because it's such a, the chaotic nature and interesting nature of the game of paintball is that anything can happen at any moment. And all of a sudden we look over and half of Infamous team dies, and then, Callie gets a major penalty. And also, again, this game brought to you by PrimeLink. And always remember that, please don't forget, if you have a store or possibly looking to start one, PrimeLink can set you up, and they can make your business successful anywhere in the world. They've been helping people build dreams for 10 years. So yeah, man, this is be crazy. And now there's 23 seconds left. I think we're going to go to an overtime. We're going to go to the first shootout.
Well, here's the thing, Maddie, is that Infamous still has the major penalty on the board. That last point took 21 seconds. There's 23 seconds on the board, and Infamous is going to be starting with 4 bodies against San Diego Dynasty's 5 as they got, actually that's what happened there. That was a really smart heads-up play by Oliver Lang. Oliver Lang told the flag runner to stop before he hung the flag so that he could get Dalton out of the box so that they could start with 5. It cost them a couple more seconds, but now they're going to have full firepower on the break and 23 seconds to try and score a point and win this game in regulation. Infamous, their best bet right now is to try and just hold off this last 23 seconds and then play the overtime point.
I've seen crazy things happen, though, Maddie.
It goes, so it doesn't go to the shootout first. It goes to a 3-minute overtime point, and if there is nobody that wins that point, then it goes to a shootout. So
Dalton Vanderbilt getting shot on the break. Nicky Cuba coming up to the tall tower. Here comes Tyler Harmon.
Oh, my God. Tyler Harmon's just on the run-through. Oh, my God. And here comes Oliver Lang cleaning it up, and I think Kyle Spica might have enough time. He's digging in, 2-1, slides in. Oh, my God.
Wow.
San Diego Dynasty looks like they're taking the victory. I don't know if he had enough time as the team spills out. The refs are going to sort it out. That most dramatic finish we've seen at this event. What a way to start the season. San Diego Dynasty, I am officially swallowing my words.
That's why I do this right now.
Wow,
I
was
love this.
Incredibly impressive.
Amazing.
And you just Infamous is throwing a fit right now. Oh my God, referee's going to sort it out. The crowd goes wild here and outside of Dallas, and whew, good Lord, doesn't get any more dramatic than that.
Todd, what do you think about this right now?
Man,
Todd's
that was a
Todd's
crazy.
speechless.
That was a crazy finish.
Did he make it?
I don't know. I'd like to see it in super slow-mo.
Look at Spica sell it. Kyle Spica, new pickup from Dynasty, man, handling business here at this event. Played great all event long.
5. You know what? And I said it. I said it can happen. It can happen.
You were right. You did call it. So congratulations to San Diego Dynasty, completely destroying the hopes and dreams of LA Infamous. And I mean, I can't. If I was on Infamous right now, I'd be standing there kind of shaking my head like, how in the hell did that happen? How did we let Dynasty come back in that manner? Well, what it was is penalties kill you. That's a perfect lesson right there. Penalties will always destroy your dreams of winning a paintball tournament.
And this is why we do our job right here. This is why we watch this. Dynasty, that top-level pro teams, I mean, it could win either way. Infamous is just as good as Dynasty. However, that penalty is a thorn in the side of Infamous.
Unbelievable. Look at that. Ryan Greenspan, gigantic smile on his face. Tyler Harmon broke open the game and proven that he deserves to play on this legendary team. Let's watch this replay. My God, I can't wait to see this again. This is going to live forever in paintball memory here. Look at this.
Look at this breakout.
There's just a few seconds left on the clock. Look at this. Up goes, I think that's Oliver. They cut, and then here it comes. There it goes. Launching from the back. Tyler Harmon all the way, just throws caution to the wind, dives out, and then fast little Kyle Spica, able to get that flag in time.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Maddie, I mean, listen, if this is what's going to happen for the finals, I am going to probably puke.
Yeah, and so I threw up in my mouth a little bit actually right there. So there we go.
Amazing.
Wow, so Dynasty's going to be playing Tampa Bay Damage in the final. Look at that. Final score goes on the board, 5-4, and you're seeing a triumphant San Diego Dynasty right there, and they should be very proud of themselves as the crowd giving them a standing ovation here. That's about as well as you can play.
That was a finals game.
That was down bodies. The way that they did that, whew, my God, that was high-level paintball at its finest. And a big shout out to Ryan Greenspan, Tyler Harmon, and Kyle Spica for really sealing the deal. And if it wasn't for those three players, Dynasty would not be in the finals. Unbelievable, man. That was, whew, God, that's why I like paintball. That's why paintball's amazing. So, yeah, that was,
wow.
I'm just speechless, just thinking of replaying the move in my mind. Tyler Harmon cutting all the way from the back center, going right up the gut. At any point, he could get his face blown off, but he's charging full speed ahead. No one stops him, and he just comes through, and not only that, polishes it off with a dive. Thus, everyone that's alive on Infamous is mowing him to the ground on that dive, and then on the stunt, Kyle Spica grabs a flag, and fast little Kyle Spica really proving to be an asset for San Diego Dynasty. And I called that, man. I really believe in that kid. I think that Kyle Spica can be a force in this league. He's believing in himself. He looks great. And Ryan Greenspan's playing on fire. We got Lauren Kelly on the sidelines right now. Let's listen in.
I am down here on the field with Tyler Harmon from Dynasty. Tyler, that was crazy.
Oh my God.
You shot that guy in the air like you said. What were you thinking?
I wasn't. I was living through my heart.
Well, it worked out. I mean, you guys came back, and honestly, we thought Infamous was going to take it, but you were pumped up. What were you guys talking about in the pit?
Well, we just relentless, man. We don't stop. If you take it from us, we're coming back 10 times harder.
All right, so you're going into the finals.
Yeah.
What do you need to focus on? I mean, Damage plays a pretty tough game.
Obviously, our penalties is a big issue right now. We got way too many penalties, and just making sure that every time we step on the field, we always have 5 people alive, the smartest way to get to our bunkers and that type of thing.
All right, well, Tyler Harmon, apparently Superman. That's all for right now, but back to you, Maddie.
Thank you.
Wow. My mom just texted me. She's like, wow. That was a game. I hope all you guys at home are watching because PaintballAccess.com has it on point. Tyler Harmon.
I mean, I got steam coming out of my ears right now. That was insane.
That was, you know what? Hats off to Tyler Harmon. Amazing.
And,
I know Todd.
And Oliver Lane cleared it out, too. Tyler went
Dynasty,
through and just...
The whole Dynasty crew.
The Dynasty crew struggled so much in 2012. Knowing those guys, some of my best friends are on that team, and they really took it to heart this season and worked hard to go get some players for this new year and to instill in them a desire and a drive. And we talked about how paintball really truly at its base element is a fight. Dynasty's bringing the fight this event.
Yeah.
Todd, what do you think? Are you
I think Todd.
I know you're angry that Infamous lost.
No.
I think Todd's a little upset right now.
I had to think about it for a second. It's just like all the Dynasty games I'm going over in my head, and it's like every single one of their games was just they've done what they've had to do in order to get those wins. And sometimes it's pretty, sometimes it looks easy, but sometimes you just got to grit them out to get the wins. And that's pretty much the way that they've been playing all weekend. So I mean, hats off to Dynasty. They're in the finals for the first time in a while.